They call it music. 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 They call it. Welcome to another special edition of the thing called the Rock by coming through like a cannon just now. That's how we coming through a brand new back to Facebook live streaming. We ain't no time to play the thing called Double Rock to the world. We had to rock your left, right, and center, no long talk. We better than them scores. Hard go far.
Everything good.
You know what I mean?
It's good to be here in the land of the living. That's
You know how the thing go. So what's popping with you today, boss?
Everything good, you know.
Everything looking like gloomy outside.
It's extremely gloomy outside.
You know how the thing go.
You know,
That means we
got
got a big bad show today. Because we ain't got nowhere to go.
Let's go then.
Run the current, daddy.
Alright, without further ado, because I ain't got no news.
Big father, boy. So, your man. You come here slipping today.
Hey, big man,
I ain't got no nose, but you ain't keeping a... You all these things going on in the Junkanoo world and you ain't get no nose?
I know official news.
That's nose, boss.
I say in
I know you say, boss. The chairman of JCMB talk tell you ain't nothing changing because they ain't seen what do you call it?
Irregularity.
Yeah. I didn't
So
you can tell me you know nose?
Well, here's what I know for a fact that the IRC has completed their whatever they do. And we still didn't get no official word. So
when they said they give us official word.
In news today, the IRC has completed their investigation. But
no current.
We have no current.
Come on, that's news. That's news. That's news.
That's news today.
Yeah.
We are blessed to have one of the premier females in Junkanoo. And before I go any further with mention the premier females in Junkanoo.
She nearly been all meme up this week, you know.
Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. But you know what's killed me with some of her co-hosts who's on that particular show, she'll jump up and say, y'all don't ever have no females in these things. But then when y'all have your little get-together, your little powwow on big network and things, y'all have no males on the show. Hey, that's all right. That's it.
I was just aghast. I was aghast.
Everything's solid.
I only wanted to put a little 2 cents in there. But hey, it's a pleasure to have none other than Angelique McKay from, how do you work this up now?
Yeah, Junkanoo Commandos.
Junkanoo Commandos, Genesis Junkanoo Organization. What's the official name of it?
The festival?
Yes.
Bahamas Junkanoo Art and Music Festival.
Bam, and that's what we here today talk about. Not necessarily all the hoopla and who say and who ain't say and who do and who do. And who call who and who ain't call who and who get a phone call and who get a device to record them kind of things.
And who get paid.
Because you know I ain't calling no Mama George.
And who get paid.
You know I call him Mama George.
And who get paid.
Alright then. And who ain't get paid. So we ain't got none of them kind of details on who do what and who ain't do what.
Yeah.
If I ain't calling no name, ain't waiting to be saying this on the show.
No long talk.
No long talk. So
I ain't be ready to call name, but so you gotta call me on my phone. I still roll you. No long talk. You don't pay this bill. What's going on?
It's all good. So
Thank you for having me on the show to talk about the festival. I'll just riddle it off. Some of the elements of the festival anyway. This festival is something that has been in the pipeline, something that's been in my head and written down on paper for quite a number of years.
Okay.
And for a number of years, I've been trying to get some big name persons and entities to support the execution and production of this particular festival.
Now you got what, so
And finally last year, I'm like, you know, no more.
No more
It has to happen.
procrastination.
Yeah, it has to happen with or without those entities
Okay.
that we've been approaching. And the traction that we've gotten from Junkanoo artists, from artisans, and from regular food and drink vendors throughout the country, and specifically in New Providence, has been overwhelming. And that's the reason why we had to switch the date from the end of January to the end of February, because we realized a lot of the marketing that we would have been doing was lost in the Christmas season with the marketing, advertising, or whatever, because right after the parade and everything, people were messaging like, oh, I didn't know this was happening, you know? And because of the amount of time and turnaround for all of the licenses and permits, it would not have allowed us enough time to accommodate as many vendors as was asking to be a part of it.
Okay.
And the main reason for the creation of a festival is to allow persons to be able to make money off of it. You know, so it was in the best interest of everyone who was a stakeholder for the festival to extend the date of the festival.
So what's the new dates for the festival?
The 23rd and the 24th of February.
The 23rd and 24th. Okay. All right.
So persons still have enough time to get an application for a vendor spot. We have the email address on the Facebook page for the festival and everything like that.
Well, let
So
them know what
persons
is
are
the
still.
Facebook page.
The Facebook page is Bahamas Junkanoo Art and Music Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could inbox me and ask me questions or whatever, and I could direct you with the email address, Bahamas Junkanoo Art Festival @gmail.com.
Okay, and there's no Instagram?
We have Instagram
Okay.
page as well, and it's the same thing. And see, the thing is, with this particular festival, the main feature are Junkanoo artists and Junkanoo sculptures. So artists were approached prior to the parades,
Okay.
like at least 2 to 3 months prior to the Junkanoo parades.
Who were you calling Junkanoo artists?
Persons, Junkanoo artists are persons who would either assist with the creation of Junkanoo costume, the pasting of Junkanoo costumes, decorating of Junkanoo costumes, or performance in Junkanoo costumes. So the main feature is like, if you were to go to any art festival anywhere around the world, and you go to the section of that art festival that has a sculpture garden, that's what we're creating at the Botanical Gardens, sculpture gardens. So persons are able to come up close and personal with
Feel
the
and touch.
costumes, exactly. And there will be a schedule of times when each Junkanoo artist will be next to their costume like any other art exhibition to be able to explain their costume to you. Because
Okay.
one of the things that I honestly believe is that people don't have that full understanding, so they don't respect our art as much as they would if they were intimately involved with the production
Makes
of
sense.
these costumes. You know, and we have artists from Valley Boys, Saxons, Roots, One Family, and Genesis, whose costumes will be displayed.
Okay.
Nobody from the B category?
No, not at this
Not as yet?
time. Not at this time.
I gotta make sure I try to push my Congos, man.
Yeah, you tell them get their
Yo,
But
No
the
Congos
thing,
have some bunting costumes this year.
the thing is though, accommodations are made for artists from that other category or the individual category, because we sent out an open call to Junkanoo artists for costumes that they wish to sell. An article appeared in the Nassau Guardian with me speaking about the festival.
Okay.
And a number of corporate entities approached me for the purchase of costumes that would be on display at the festival.
Okay.
So when they did that, we decided collectively as a body to widen the net. You know, so we're gonna have a gallery set up
Okay.
with costumes of persons that are willing to sell their costumes.
Okay.
And the artists themselves price their costumes.
Okay.
And the festival gets nothing. Like any other art festival, the festival would get a commission. But in this inaugural year, we're allowing artists to get 100% of what it is that they price their own costume, you know?
So, Botanical Gardens, what type of, I guess I would say, what type of protection would you have for
Well-
the costumes, or what type of?
One of the good things, they're going to be tented.
Okay.
Everything is going to be tented. And we have Javon Clark from Events Decor, who's also a Junkanoo person, who is very familiar with costuming and the protection that's needed. And he's the person that's designing the space for us.
Okay.
From Events Decor, so he understands what needs to be covered and where. And we've already had several site visits for how everything is going to be set up and what's going to be strategically placed where based on the design of the botanical gardens.
Okay. And will this be the lower gardens or the first section when you come in from, I guess, the Fish Fry way or from the north? Or will
It's
this
the
be
middle.
The middle, with the
Yeah.
Bahamas Cultural Festival.
It's the middle. It's the
It's
middle
larger
gardens.
segment, the larger
The
garden.
entrance is going to be from
Chippenham way.
no, that's going to be closed
Or
off.
from Fort Charlotte
But
side.
yes,
Okay.
no, from the Arwaki side
Side,
because it's
okay.
more
That's the
it's
main
more
gate.
parking.
Yeah, the
Yes,
main
yeah.
gate. Yeah.
It's more parking from that
Okay.
way, so you walk through and everything will be centered in the middle gardens
Okay.
of the festival. That Chippenham entrance has been identified for where our bear garden is going to be.
What you
set up.
intend to achieve from this festival?
Well, the mission of this festival is to bring the world to Junkanoo.
Okay.
Right? Even as persons sit on the bleachers, they're not able to see the detail that goes into these costumes. So it's our hope that people begin to really see Junkanoo, understand Junkanoo at another level, and that Junkanoo artists are able to benefit financially from this. Because in addition to, if they see costumes that they're able to purchase, they may be in a position as well now to be like, okay, I like this costume, what you do. I'd like to commission something else from you. Because one of the things that we've done in the Junkanoo Commandos is we commission pieces.
Okay.
You know, international persons actually email us and ask for a particular this or that in a Junkanoo style. And we produce it, and the individual Junkanoo Commando benefits financially from the creation of that piece.
That's good.
Very good.
See, it's all about, if persons are not aware of what we have here, and we have the greatest show on earth here,
Yeah.
they're not gonna financially support what it is that we're trying to do. They need to know what it is that we have before they could financially support it.
Makes sense. There's gonna be a Junkanoo rush show.
Of course, the
making
Junkanoo
sure.
Commandos, the Junkanoo Commandos are the official Junkanoo group.
So what happened?
Of
Double.com
the-
on the group.
If you're, yes, the more the merrier, the more the merrier. But, you know, it's all about creating partnerships as well.
Yeah.
Alive is our title sponsor,
Sponsor, okay.
for this. You know, Alive is doing things that, you know, cutting edge kind of thing. So they bought into the idea very early in the game.
That's good, man. That's
yeah.
good.
So we're going to be starting our online competitions with our giveaways and everything as early as next week.
Yeah, because that's what I was just gonna ask. How much? What's the promotion wise? Because I asked somebody, and they said, "Nah, I hear about it yet." When I was telling them about it, you know, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you
so
have
that's what we
sponsored ads going on Facebook, Instagram. You know, all that. We more
Yeah.
this generation's more social media type vibe. So if you have sponsored Facebook ads, sponsored Instagram ads, gotta be a hashtag.
Yeah. Our hashtag for this is We Live in Color.
We live in color.
We live
That's
in color,
hashtag,
yes.
We live in color.
So we want people, when they hear about the festival and they see it, we don't want them to get distracted by anything else. We want them to understand Junkanoo.
Okay.
You know, we want them, when they come to the festival, to be fully submerged in Junkanoo. They're going to get an opportunity to create a shoulder piece. It will not be a cardboard shoulder piece because of the amount of time that goes into the production. But there's going to be a pop-up shop there again where they can walk through and see what goes into the production, but they're going to get an opportunity to pay something. They're going to get an opportunity to see us building a drum.
Okay.
You know, they're going to see from the goat to the end results of the goat skin drum.
Okay.
You know, there are going to be a lot of elements to the festival for persons to be able to enjoy.
So, suppose someone like me has a nice costume I want to sell, but I ain't really affiliated with all these big names. Could I get involved in selling my?
Bahamas Junkanoo Art at gmail.com.
So you just
You just do that. See, the thing is, it's about inclusion, and it's
Okay.
about being able to allow Junkanoo artists an opportunity that they don't have on a regular basis. It's
So-
not about the groups, you know.
just limited to just Junkanoo artists.
Well, for what it is we're doing, but we have vendor booths
No, I
that
mean
are visual artists.
besides.
No, we're gonna have visual
I mean,
artists
when
and
I say
artisans.
I mean visual artists that shoots Junkanoo. That's what I mean when I talk about visual, like my friend here, paparazzi, he loves Junkanoo pictures. But I talking about everything at this festival is just related to Junkanoo.
No,
That's what
because
I was
we're
asking.
also including artisans,
Okay.
and we also have food vendors,
Okay.
drink vendors, specialty drinks, and what have you.
Okay.
It has all of the elements of a real festival. We're gonna have roving artists. We're gonna have live entertainment. You know, we're gonna have all of the elements of any other festival, but the main feature will be Junkanoo.
Okay.
So how are you marketing to the world?
Well, social media. I'm also a member of the International Festival and Events Association. So I would have put that in some of the private groups with all of the directors from those different organizations. I'm also in the Carnival Band Leaders Association in the
Okay.
United Kingdom. So persons worldwide are aware that this is happening.
Okay.
So this-
And we also understand that the first year it may not be as international.
That's like anything
Yeah,
else.
because we
wanna
are
see it.
cognizant that people too have to plan to travel. We're not we're a costly destination.
Yeah.
So people need time to plan to come to the Bahamas, and we the marketing of the festival, we haven't had those legs to be able to do it. So our main target that we're marketing to for this particular year would be locals. We are doing the international marketing, and we are in discussions with the Ministry of Tourism to be able to get it to the hotels,
Okay.
to the persons that are going to be on the island during that time. As well, and to be able to have them let the cruise ship passengers know, because it's not that far from where they would normally trek anyway.
So this will be an annual festival.
Annual.
Around the same time.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
people
Around the
just,
February date or around the January
But we're
date?
looking at apparently the February date would be
I think
a lot
the
better.
February date is more attractive for a lot of people.
It'll be, the reason we picked the January date is because we wanted to give Junkanoo people enough time to fix up their costume, which
And
would,
give them more time
yeah,
to fix
yeah.
or to amend or to
And,
create.
and to be able to market, and some people have even asked, does their creation have to be something that was on Bay Street? And it doesn't.
Doesn't.
So
Wow.
it's gonna give persons more time to be able to create things
Pieces.
for the festival as well.
that's good. That's good.
And the
Yeah.
application form for vendors is also online.
Yes, it's
Okay.
on the Facebook page, and you could also email bahamasjunkanooart@gmail.com for that. We're also gonna have, like, one of the main things that we see in Junkanoo over the years with the natural evolution is body paint and face painting. And we're gonna have an artist doing body painting live on the site.
Okay.
And also gonna be a roving artist that's gonna be traversing through the crowd at the festival.
That's
Very
good.
good. Island attraction.
Yeah.
As your entertainment, so we have any local entertainers or
Yeah,
bands or
at this time, actually, the artistic director from Kaya Music Festival in South Wales wanted to be a part of the festival. But because we had as an international artist performing, but there were so many things that we still needed to iron out because it's a first year, and for them to get potential sponsors, we weren't able to meet the deadline for him to be able to come. But we are looking at the inclusion of local artists for this particular year, and definitely expanding. We don't want it to be exclusive that it's only Bahamian artists that are going to be performing, because we're bringing the world here. And we believe in cultural exchange. So we can't expect that country in Jabim want us to bring Junkanoo, but we're not willing to bring an artist from Jabim here.
Which is true.
They
Sometimes-
won't be the main features,
Features.
but
Yeah.
they will have a space on the stage.
Are you getting support from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture?
Well, apparently they are going to support us. What we've
Well, they
been,
gonna wait
what
till the
we've
last
been,
minute.
I can't speak to that. But
Come on, but,
because
we got a forward take, though.
we did send something to them,
Mhm.
and it seems very promising that they will be supporting us.
See, that's the problem I have with most of these entities and the ministry and things. You can jump on board at the last minute. These things was planning way before that time, and you need whatever you need to put in there way before the time that it needs to happen. You can't just come 2 weeks before the festival and say that's what I can do.
Yeah. See,
You know
one
what
of
I
the
mean?
things.
That limit what you get to do in a certain amount of time.
Agreed.
You know?
And so we've told certain entities too that, you know, an endorsement from you goes a very long way
Yeah.
to it validates what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, because if you believe in what it is that we're doing and you're telling us you're supporting us, even if it's going to be right before the event financially, an endorsement prior to
Ooh,
gives us a lot of legs to
Yeah.
be able to
Yeah,
move forward as
yeah,
well.
leverage.
It sure does. So we're very excited about the festival. Tell me something. We've heard other entities try put on a Junkanoo festival before. What are you doing to make sure that your festival is successful? Because, you know, we've had the ministry talk about the 12 days of Christmas probably 3 or 4 years ago. We've had the Junkanoo Conclave where the former minister was interested in putting on a festival, but he's no longer the minister. So,
I think one of the things that will make the execution of this festival so much different is that I am a Junkanoo from the bottom up. And we are cognizant that the main stakeholders for the execution of this festival are Junkanooers. So it's not like we're trying to do something without their guidance, without their involvement, without their input in how everything is going to be structured. And I think that may be where we would have dropped the ball previously by coming and giving you a blueprint rather than getting information from you as a Junkanoo to create the blueprint.
and I think the biggest problem too was the time of the year when they was actually trying to have these festivals. They want to have them
Round Junkanoo time.
2 weeks before Christmas,
Shark time,
week
we
before
call them.
Christmas.
Well, I
Junkanoo.
keep battling
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
myself.
but that's
so.
the point.
But
That's the
here's
point.
thing. I mean, Junkanoo has never really finished with a costume. So, I mean, you got to say, okay, festival going down the road versus working on my
We try-
costume.
We working on our
You
costume.
know, it's going to eventually happen. I mean, yeah, we may pass through one night out of the week, but majority of the time we could be trying to see what
And
trick we
see-
could add on to the costume.
One of the main things, like, remember when you just asked about the date?
Yeah.
If we're going to stick with the original date or the February date. Now, we've gotten feedback from some of the artists, Junkanoo artists, that are part of it, and they are saying the same thing that you said. A February date would be better.
Yeah.
You know, so we can't just say, oh, no, we was going in January.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to get the feedback from your main stakeholders in order to make it a success.
True.
Agreed. Now, I mean, seeing that we basically covered the festival, we'll touch base with that again. Your thoughts on this whole
Fiasco.
in Junkanoo? 'Cause you know it's coming.
Yeah, no.
You know it's coming. There's the so-called infamous now voice notes.
Like, could he say February will be better by February? Everybody know who really win.
So your
Well,
thoughts? I mean,
I feel-
I don't even know where to even touch base or try to put my finger on one particular thing that's going on.
And you
I
know,
mean,
I
it's
have
just
thoughts.
it's-
You know, I have
yeah.
thoughts on this because
'Cause it's
this
just like-
this is so frustrating.
Every day is like something new.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. It's like, let me celebrate. Let me don't celebrate.
Yeah.
They didn't call my number with off the shoulder. Then you hear it's problem. Oh, maybe they could call mine now. You know what I mean? Because my number still, like, I didn't take a picture of that.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? It's like, I think if they need time, extend the Arawaki announcement. Don't do it that evening. If you need 2 days to sort out all of the scores, in 2 days, make
Hey.
the call and make it official.
Hey,
This
listen.
all this
Check this
protesting
to me,
and
man. This right here don't make sense. If a dude can tell you win a U.S. election by that evening, the election that day, what you think when in Junkanoo parade, boss? You millions of
millions
people
of
and they
people.
got to count ballots for millions, and they can tell you win that night. And
That's a system in place, sir.
hey, that's my whole point.
But we also,
Why
have a
we
system, we also have a system in place.
and they're using it properly?
I don't say they're not using it properly. It's just
Man.
that it's just
I
maybe
don't-
the system
I
in
have
place
a
just
question
maybe
too.
antiquated.
Wait, so
what's with all of the protesting? What's that all about? Because
Mama, they
that's
said-
what delays the overall. So they say that's what delays.
But we usually,
official
you
result.
usually you usually hear what they protesting, but you don't even hear that.
Oh, that's true.
But don't forget
You don't even
now,
hear that.
the last group that protests won the protest.
And
Last
what
year.
so that mean
No, I'm
No.
just
Some-
saying.
what changed?
But what
I'm
I
just saying,
said
I'm
this
just
year
saying.
is you didn't
changed,
even know
though?
what they picked.
It was some discrepancy with
Hey,
scores.
but last year, you
Probably
know-
some discrepancy with scores
No,
again.
but
so
last
the,
year,
so the different group ended up winning.
But he knows better than
last year you knew what they were protesting for.
Okay.
This year you don't.
I don't know.
That's my point.
I think too we spend too much time adding too many unnecessary rules to the rule book
The
for
rules-
Junkanoo.
the
And
rules
then
is what killing Junkanoo,
I
man.
agree with you. And then the spectators turn around and say the Junkanoo is killing Junkanoo. The majority of us don't even know what
Nobody-
these new rules are. Your socks showing your group lose points.
Yeah.
It cold this morning. My costume called for a different style, so it cold this morning. I want to put on long sleeve under my costume,
yeah.
but my group will lose points if I do that. That don't make no
It's common
sense.
sense, man.
No, it doesn't. And it seems like every time we create a rule, we create a subsection to make a loophole
Yeah.
for to work around the
Also,
rule. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like I always said, we need a lawyer to go through the rules. with us.
What
the
we
biggest-
need is a match
But
to
the
go
biggest
through the
problem
rules.
I have is when you get the chairman of the governing body tell you, judgment, likely ain't nothing can change, boss. After all this, he can tell you ain't nothing can change. Huh? So what you think gonna happen?
I've heard people say
If
that
you
they're
say
glad that
nothing.
it happened to shed light to something that we all know that happens in Junkanoo.
But you get the man in charge tell you ain't nothing can change.
Well, maybe it won't change.
Nothing
until
like
he changes.
results. Nothing.
Wait,
Nothing
so-
like
I'm just
results
saying,
can change.
maybe. I'm just saying.
So what's the point? What's the point of
But
the
all this,
protest
if ain't nothing
if
can
nothing is
change.
gonna change? Like whatever we call on
They
our
ain't find
let
no-
it stick.
They ain't find nothing
Tangible to
make
like a
it.
real ask goody. That needs a
And the
police,
purpose,
you
the
know.
purpose of the IRC is supposed to be the independent review committee or commission, whatever one it is. Anyway, like someone asked me, are these people Junkanoos? I said, no, they're not. These are, like I say, independent persons who will look at everything and then they'll make a determination.
These people who ain't even paying the
I-
Junkanoo. Wait,
Well,
these
your
people who
thoughts?
ain't even paying the Junkanoo can tell me if this right or wrong.
Yes. Remember
Well,
what
how
I
them
mean?
man
Well,
and
I
calm
mean,
and
take Junkanoo
serious,
photographs. I mean, God bless his soul. Used to be a member of the IRC.
But you saw them, man.
But doesn't mean
For
here's
you to
me
know
ask
what
you
really
this.
going on, you need to be there to actually witness the thing, my boy. You
And
can't.
another thing I think into with these judges, and I'm sure everybody that participates in Junkanoo is very much aware of it. Those judges are tired after the first lap.
We
But
spoke
we-
about this
we
last
talk-
week.
They
talked about this
tired
last week.
after the first that
For
that
his
that
lap,
for
needs
his
to
lap,
change as
for
well.
his lap.
Fatigue.
Wait,
That
listen
needs
to
to
me.
change as well.
If you judging off the shoulder dance, you know how much off the shoulder dance
know.
on the road,
You have to actually look for them.
and actually look for them.
Yeah,
They might put that little number.
I have a
Nah, you
I have a
fatigue off, you're the
problem.
first group.
I have that method. I heard one of them say that they picked the best 5 out of the group.
See, like, point exactly.
So
How do you know what
if
best
I
5 is?
come a little late, or the part of the story that I'm telling for my group
Yeah.
places my costume deeper in the group because of the story that my costume tells. They done picked 5.
It's
I
likely
hope.
you ain't get
I
it.
hope.
And then if you was the
That's
first
how
group,
come I hit the board.
then if you was the first group out, you ain't getting judged on what they see. They getting judged because you was the first group out. They can't give you a high point.
I and then that's why
That's
I
the
guess
next
that's why
thing.
they say when you come Bay Street again, and they sleepier.
Hey, wait, listen to me.
Listen to me, listen
Junkanoo was judged on the first lap, boss.
Only. I agree
Hey,
with,
on-
I
on
agree
base
with
screen.
you.
Everything after that is
Listen,
just to say, but
Like, let
you,
the other people who on the bleachers
all
see.
that is solidified, but you go around and you come back around and you make it round. And your costume still intact. That's all them other lap, them other little plays for.
When I used
But
to rush.
if you come down Bay Street on your first lap and you joking, you get head ram off.
When I used to
No
rush,
long talk.
I know the judges had this tendency or this practice. They used to look for persons who win before. They would look for them, and then they would basically
No,
judge
man.
who they got. I'm telling you,
My
they
Lord.
physically ask you where so and so.
So yeah,
What?
they be wait.
No
Officer
wonder
Look,
I
Listen
got
to
the
me.
board.
You get
listen
famous
to
to
me.
know. Should I just be looking for
They be
certain
looking for
people in
certain
the
people.
morning? Same
And
should
that's-
just
and
be
that's-
looking for
And that's the
certain people in the
repetition
morning.
judges who they be in.
And you wonder why certain people always place? Because judges looking for them because they don't know them from last year.
But hey, they may
Yeah,
be
they
looking.
be
The
looking
judge may
for
be
you.
looking for them for another reason apparently now. Hey,
Nah,
I know.
we didn't
See?
know about before.
And this,
You might
this,
have that
this,
little
that,
bob
they-
line up.
Oh
All right then.
boy, that really.
You might, like he said, you
And-
might be looking for other reasons. You might
As
have
a
that little bob
Junkanoo,
line up.
It hurts my soul.
Yep.
It aches me to think that as simple as Junkanoo is, or so simple as Junkanoo is supposed to be. Come on, Junkanoo simplicity. You bring
Other
you go with your
people-
big book
other
and you look at-
people-
you go look at your big thick book and you look at your team and whatever, and you find us. Nobody can identify what you bring in.
Yeah.
Simplicity.
Yep.
What the song was we talking about last night?
But
Father
even,
Abraham?
Father
but even-
Abraham.
But even if a
I
group decides to
tell
be,
you,
many sense.
I tell you, I heard
Who
a
would've-
song
who would've
from the
thought to bring that?
80s. Who would have thought to write that song? I heard a song from it. But when I hear a song that can be way back to the
Sunday school,
80s, right?
Sunday school.
I'd be like, what the where this coming from?
I don't
You wouldn't even
know.
think if you bring in a gospel sing to even write that song.
I know.
That wouldn't even come in your head.
No.
You would have been thinking about all these up-to-date gospel. That would have never crossed your mind. So I think, what a sec, dudes really was thinking, but they even go think about that song.
See, and I wonder. I'm not familiar with who presents in all of these judges courses, but I'm trying to figure out: are the judges even absorbing anything? Do they go into the shack to really see the atmosphere?
Listen to me.
Are
They go
they
into the
are they
practices.
asked
Listen
to
to me.
go?
Listen
They
to
know
me.
what round the clock feel like.
Listen to me, man. How you could teach
You-
a
you
judging
know?
course in a certain amount of weeks? There
I-
ain't
I
no
would-
judging
It has to
course.
be so strategic.
I would like for the
that
judge
has
to
to
learn
be-
on the
I
base.
ain't care what you say, boss.
gotta
You
feel my
can't
pain
teach
in order to
Junkanoo
get through this.
in less than 6 months. You can't.
I agree.
I don't think the
I agree.
judges
You
will
can't
commit
teach
to that.
Junkanoo in
Basically,
less
part
than
of the
6
criteria,
months,
bro.
boy.
They got
You
they
can't.
experience what we do.
I agree. They need.
Then
they
they'll
need
start
to
to
be-
appreciate what's going on. But if you ain't ever go in the shack and you see the dude laying down on the cardboard, so he burning out all night, all the time, he done
You ain't gotta
stand
go that
up.
far. Just go in the rest area and see people sleeping on the sidewalk.
That's
And
where
you know
those
that,
ain't
you
sleep
know.
for couple.
They don't go.
Those
They don't
ain't
go.
sleep
I
for
know.
days.
They
Don't
cannot
go.
move.
They
cannot move. I'm just
regular.
saying.
They
The-
regular
But
people's
we
spots.
know. We
You
know what
see?
time it is.
See, that's why I'm saying. Do they even
They
know
experience
the
real
term?
Junkanoo.
The term round the clock and
might
know what
know.
that means. You know,
Hey, listen to
and
me.
and then for people to talk about us moving the date and giving us more time or only rushing for one. What
Listen, I
amount
happen
of
to
what we
love that- I happen to
put?
love that,
No,
you know.
I know.
I ain't like to change
No,
today.
no.
It'll give you
I-
more time.
No, that ain't giving us no more
I
time
like to
because
change-
everybody
I
back to
like to
work
change
regular.
today.
How much more time do you
Do
get?
that. Yeah,
Actually,
but-
for true, because
but you
you
start-
start
All
more
right
time away
then.
from work.
Okay.
Hey, listen to me. I just gonna tell you, right? Junior Junkanoo coming up.
Yes, it's on the
I glad they changed the date, but I also scared they changed the date
Why is that?
because people like
You got more influence from the professional Junkanoo?
Junkanoo's a spirit,
Yeah.
and when
yeah.
that feeling leave you a little bit, you start to say, "But you ain't care no more." So after the Junkanoo over, you be like, "That over, boy." So now you got to generate people back into that Junkanoo spirit now for Junior Junkanoo.
Yeah.
I like the change because of what you know.
Well, maybe they should
but
have
then-
joined Junkanoo on. No, that's not enough time.
You see what I said? But
They
Junkanoo,
could do it.
Junkanoo's
Put them there.
Junkanoo's a
Join.
spirit boy, and people is move on that spirit boy. So whilst I was getting on it, some more people in that Junkanoo spirit.
And don't forget,
getting to
after
Junkanoo
that
withdrawal right now.
parade,
My point.
after that parade, we crash, you know.
Yeah, as I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
withdrawal. We pass the shack, drive past the shack, see
To
see
talk
everybody.
about pushing that back to the 10th now
Yeah.
from the 1st.
Yeah.
And then we have to go, everybody got to go back to work.
Nah, man,
Business
I
as
support-
usual.
I
They-
support
They,
that.
they,
you
they
know
can
we
look
don't have
at
to
you
go to work around
harder.
Jungle
And
time
they can
now.
look at you harder come January if
Yeah.
you don't
You know?
come in
Clearly people ain't be no more job.
after that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
See, my thing is, I honestly believe we need to, it's time for us to separate A category and B category.
On different days.
On different days. It'll give us an opportunity. All these people who always say, "Oh, I want rush for the fun." You know, you could come and rush for the fun on one of those days, but you can't come in. You have to be able to invest in Junkanoo. We rush for the fun too. You know, so I get quite offended. I offended when people think we ain't rushing for the fun. You know, but you, in order to line up next to me, you have to invest as much time as me to get where I am in this line.
Yeah.
You can't just jump here. You know what I mean? It's not that easy. Junkanoo ain't easy.
No,
You know?
no aspect of Junkanoo is
None.
easy. None.
And tell people appreciate Junkanoo for what it really is. You know, like I said, this festival help educate people as well. It's an educational system also. The Junkanoo, I mean, what do you call it?
Bahamas Junkanoo Art and Music Festival.
That help to educate people and have people judgment, see what you're going through. You know what I mean?
But
That's
also,
what we
it also showcase
all. See, because a lot of people don't get a lot of people see a costume in the road,
They
but
don't never get that close.
they
to
don't
a
get that
costume.
close to see actually the work that went into that costume.
And there's plenty of people
But
is
plenty
brand
people
new.
believe Junkanoo costume paint though.
You know what I'd love for y'all to do? I'd love for somebody to actually have a breakdown on the cost of each item on a costume.
Well, when we do our pop-up shop, it's something that we started when we traveled.
Okay.
And we started doing it at festivals locally.
Okay.
And the amount of Bahamians that were not aware.
Of the
We
price.
have price tags, even down to the blades for the box cutters.
Yeah.
So when they walk through, they could
Have
do
a
a
better
mental
appreciation.
calculation
Right,
right.
of the amount of money that's invested. We have a table that's separate with just embellishments for the costumes. And we'll have one pheasant with this size, one pheasant with that size,
And the
and
price
let
on
that, exactly. We also have the cost of the staple guns, the staples. So people need to know
The glue,
that
the
it's not
contact.
everything we have
'Cause
inside that
I don't
pop-up
think
shop.
people realize how much a gallon of contact actually costs.
Contact, you had to talk
The
about the gallon
glue,
of
the
glue.
glue,
now.
they cost 30 something.
When I
30
left,
something.
when I left Junkanoo actively, a gallon of glue was $18.99.
No, they cost $35, $36 before VAT for a gallon.
You see what I said?
Yeah, because
And how much gallon
I'll-
of glue
I'll
you need to
probably-
finish your costume?
I'll probably use
I would break it
under
down
a
like
gallon
this.
for mine.
I probably
Yeah,
break it
like
down.
me
and
and
Zion,
Average,
yeah.
the answer probably uses between 3/4 and a gallon. Average
the answer
off the
uses
shoulder,
more
off the
than
shoulder,
that.
off the shoulder
And
Bella,
people,
1 gallon.
more than that, because
Average,
people don't
average.
understand, and when they come to the festival,
pair of
they
pants
get
alone.
to sit with an artist, and that artist could let them know, look, after I come from work on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I go to the shop. So my family only gets Wednesdays and Sundays now.
Actually,
Yeah.
when I used to rush, you know what my schedule used to be? I used to knock off at 4. At 4:15, I used to be in the shop.
See?
At 11, 12, 1, 2, depending on how my spirit felt, I would go home.
Or which piece of your costume, and you know when you be like, man, I might as well just
Okay,
finish
finish
this
this.
last little piece.
You
I
know the
know.
crazy thing? You know the crazy
People
thing?
don't
When you
understand.
grab that piece, you say, oh, I can finish when I go home.
And you know you ain't touch that when you reach home because you done burn
You
up
don't,
from all
you
day.
don't out the spirit,
Exactly.
like how you said.
Yeah.
We spoke to Carlos, we had Carlos's,
Carlos Bain.
Carlos Bain at the National Art Gallery. They had an interview with him. This is the closing of his exhibit.
Which should close today. And we just want to put that out there. If all Bahamians are free to go into the National Art Gallery
On
today,
Sundays,
Sundays.
yes.
and
Free.
I know if it's all Sunday. I think
I
it's
think
the
it's
last
last Sunday in the month.
on somewhere Sunday or
Oh, I thought it was
Third
every
Sunday in the
Sunday.
No, they ain't every
Anyway,
Sunday.
we'll call the National Art Gallery and find out because it's free for Bahamians on one
Especially
particular day.
today, and today is the last day for Carlos Bain exhibition.
Please go and visit.
So please go and visit. What time the gallery open today? I forget. But you go to, I know it open now.
Yeah.
You can go there now and you can see the exhibition because after the day the exhibition is coming down. That's the last day
Yeah.
for Carlos'
You may have
exhibition.
to come to gas up to watch to see the exhibit again.
Hey, but trust
Get on
me.
the back.
Trust
Anyway.
me. But it's a nice exhibition and a lot of nice work by a Junkanoo.
Yeah.
You know
We
what I
need
mean?
we need to support each other. We need to let people that are not a part of Junkanoo into our fraternity, because there's a Junkanoo fraternity.
Yeah.
People that are not involved in Junkanoo I have no idea what goes
Goes
in
on.
to
I
Junkanoo.
don't know how to join a Junkanoo group except for your group, which
Well-
is Genesis. You go online and you put your application.
But
through.
but the thing
everybody
is,
else gotta know
anything.
somebody or
But
gotta come to
even
Junkanoo
but
purpose.
the thing is, if you're interested in a particular Junkanoo group, chances are you know someone from that group, or you are affiliated with someone from
Maybe,
that group.
maybe not.
So you make the effort. How serious are you about making that effort?
Which is
That's
true,
the
but,
thing.
But here's the thing.
that we need.
I
It's
feel
supposed to be
all Junkanoo groups
easier.
make it easier.
Yeah, for
Make it-
people to
just like how you
talk.
guys paved the way and show everybody like your
I
online
go online,
application.
put in
agree.
your application.
I agree, but
you know,
Junkanoo
you know
is
how many?
easy,
But listen to me. We copy everything on Bay Street. We don't copy the sensible things, though. How many groups copy that?
I don't know. I don't worry
None.
about other people's
Zero.
group, you
Listen
know.
to me.
I don't worry about all.
See, I make Junkanoo my business. So I be concerned about all Junkanoo and all Junkanoo groups. Believe it or not, if some people want to paint me in a particular group, that's fine. But when it comes to Junkanoo, I'm so passionate about it. When I saw that, I was like, look here. Every group should adopt this model, especially those two groups who been trying to get funding and trying to get members, who been complaining saying, "Oh, we losing members." Well, what are you doing to
Who
attract
losing
members?
members?
Two particular groups.
What
Let me
don't
call their
make,
name.
what don't make the Bay
Prodigal
Street?
Sons and Music
Music
Makers.
Well,
Who don't even have a cookout to
since
support
you
themselves.
talk about them, could we get them in B, please?
Well, you gotta ask the
make
chairman
it
since
happen.
he saying
That-
nothing
that-
change.
You can't say Junkanoo score.
That rests on
chairman
the
tell
chairman.
you ain't nothing
Okay?
wrong with the score.
I said it last week. I can say it again. I know this can rub some people the wrong way.
Well, we ain't got no time
When
to
you
be
look at the
bothered.
makeup of the
Catch no feelings.
JCNP executive board, who do you see there? Members
don't
of these
even
same
know.
two groups who can't
I'm
make it
making
to
the
Bay
Bay
Street.
Street.
Hello?
This
So
is powerful.
no, it's not
They ain't
powerful.
powerful,
It's
it's the
powerful
truth.
to me. I believe it.
She playing like she don't know.
I don't
Everybody
know.
knows us.
I don't know.
Everybody
don't know.
knows. Everybody knows that's who ain't
No,
even
I
about.
don't know.
And you know what's killing me with the JCNP? They must see a sign of oath. Because when you join JCNP from a particular group, they always say, "Oh, we be doing our best. We go there and we manage. And I listen to them like, stop goddamn lying,
Lying,
man.
man.
Well, you can say that on the show.
Oh, that's double rock.
Oh, sorry.
You believe you don't want to
I
You
want
know,
to
we
say,
know-
I
we know
want to
better
say
than
one
that,
of the, I
man.
can say that before the fall.
Yeah, but real talk,
We
man.
know.
No, I don't think
I
that's,
mean,
I
listen to me,
don't
Ashley.
think
Let me-
that's
let me-
fair.
A lot of
Let me-
people
let me
who
finish my-
represent
let me-
groups.
Let me finish my argument.
All right.
You put Junkanoos in a room in an atmosphere like this, and we can't see eye to eye. We can talk, but everybody looking out for their own particular group. So you think you go in that type of forum, everybody ain't gonna be looking out for their one particular group,
But
even
I
those who
thought-
know they can't make it to Bay Street.
But I thought the JCMP role was to look out for all the groups collectively.
That's what he's.
That's-
That's
So
what he
who are the
said.
reps? Who are the reps that they look after? They look
Listen,
after their own
that's
group.
what I
They're
said.
looking after the
You know-
JCNP.
you know what I see that-
So who's
you know what
looking
I-
after? Listen to me. If you're looking after your own group,
Who
who's
looking
looking after the
after
JCNP?
I don't know. Well, me.
Okay, that's the question at hand.
I attended the conclave that you spoke about earlier.
Yes.
They ain't nothing
And-
coming out that conclave, man.
Apparently
The
not.
minister
Hey,
done gone and the PS done gone.
gone.
So what you think coming out that? Garbage
But
juice
then the-
again.
and the-
Garbage juice again. Garbage juice again. Look here, man. The JCMP is just a big social for Junkanoo members to come to.
So you don't
and-
think that needs to be
Man,
in
they only
place?
come there to crash the shoes. And like he say, who's supposed to be representing your group? He ain't really representing your group because
I
they ain't
know.
bringing about change. The Junkanoo groups and thing need.
They too busy defending the
Everybody
JCNP.
defending the JCMP instead of defending Junkanoo.
Oh my.
Who looking after Junkanoo interests?
Come on, you
The
joking?
JCMP, eh?
Nah,
I
these niggas
know.
ain't serious, man.
Uh,
They ain't serious with us.
Well, I don't know, cause my thing is
Wait, hey, so the man, I tell you, wait, me personally, judgments, I question my judgment, my
And listen to me.
representative for time, man, what you want to be doing in the
Listen to me,
JCNB, boss?
listen to me. All the big row and all the big hoopla is about, everybody asking them to resign. I don't want you to resign. I want you to do your job.
Oh, so the man.
my
Do your
my,
job.
my
Well,
thing
do your
is
job.
Well, we
Do
had
your
we
job.
had an interview with Arthur Gibson from years ago when Arthur Gibson said the JCNP was supposed to, chairman of the JCNP supposed to be a full-time job,
I remember
full-time
that
paying
because
job.
I'm not affiliated with any-
not affiliated with
I
any-
sat
Hold on,
around
hold
the
on.
table
Hold on, we
when
missing
that
the most important
first
point though.
started
I'm not
at his
affiliated
office.
with any
At his
Junkanoo
office.
group.
And
You're supposed to be like the commissioner of football,
Yeah.
looking after the interests of Junkanoo.
Junkanoo.
so that's where I was saying what I heard in the conclave with the creation of the commission, which would listen.
We listening.
And
that's
the
our reaction to
commission,
you
that
listen
same
to.
thing what Arthur Gibson spoke about, an independent person to head that.
Yeah.
So even if your group wants to have representatives at this commission level, like how it was at the JCMP, you need other stakeholders to be a part of that and not just Junkanoos.
Yeah.
Or if you have just Junkanoos, they need to be from different aspects of society
Yeah.
and not just eyes rush on Bay Street. But my profession is in this, that, or the next. What will strengthen the JCMP? Who do we have on the JCMP that's strong in marketing? They said that they were on the beach for the New Year's Day parade, before New Year's. And one of the, somebody else was having a birthday and they were having cocktails or whatever. And they were like, oh, what you doing for New Year's? And they were telling them they going to the parade. They was like, what parade? What you mean, what parade? And this the morning where you all say no one on the bleachers. What you mean, what parade? I wanted to cry, but I don't cry like that.
Hey, wait.
But I wanted to cry.
Listen to me. We early on when we thought we was the crumb to the crumb, we thought we was all saving for Junkanoo. Actually,
Yeah.
both of us thought we were gonna save Junkanoo. We used to ask the tourists, okay, so how did you come across this parade? What do you think of the parade? Simple questions. Oh, we just stumbled across it because we saw the crowd, or we just heard the music and it was infectious and we came.
Yeah.
And then we asked them, would you come back for this parade? Yes, we would come back. But how do they get to come back? What network do we have in place to get these people?
I thought there was a marketing arm at the JCMP. Oh. I only asked him this what I thought, but
You know what was happening when my drink gone?
Oh man, it's
I was
like,
ready to show over.
it's like the marketing of the Ministry of Tourism. Once heads in beds, they seem to be content. They ain't worried about what the people come in to
but
do,
but the
or what,
thing
if there
is,
is anything for the people to do.
What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to be in a position to offer our visitors experiences, authentic Bahamian
Yes.
experiences.
Yes.
It does not get more authentic than Junkanoo.
Listen to me. I had an eye-opening experience. I think it was Thursday past. I went downtown, was catching the bus. I do tropic park transportation. It works for me, and I had an eye-opening experience. It had to be like 2 or 3 of those mega ships in port, and there was so many people downtown. So many buses, so many tour buses that the police had to reroute the tour buses to go around because they all couldn't get on the dock
walk
one
one
shot.
time.
We have millions of people who come into this town on a weekly, I ain't even in a monthly basis no more with these mega ships. And we ain't got nothing for the people to do. They go to Junkanoo Beach, what else? They ride around on the scooters, what else?
Atlantis.
And speaking of Atlantis, you know what's the crazy thing about our tourism product and what we doing and what we selling to tourists? Now Bahamas is getting ready to build a what? A water park. Now the Point is getting ready to build a what? A water park. What water park we need?
I don't know.
Hello?
See, my thing is, if we create these authentic experiences, we have to now take ownership and market them ourselves because we've seen
Agreed.
that
That's what happened.
the entities
Agreed.
are not doing it. And we, like I said, we've taken the bull by the horn with this festival to be able to do what we feel is necessary to be done
Yep.
because we understand the value of Junkanoo. When you talk about encountering those visitors and asking if they would come back again, everybody knows that I'm a member of the Junkanoo Commandos and we travel. Whenever we travel, we clog up the traffic. Our last trip to Newport News, Virginia, I had to get on the radio to the security to let them send police officers to keep the people away from the Junkanoo Commandos as they were putting on their costumes. They were just mounting up. So we had to have police officers in the front of the commandos to keep the crowd at bay. You understand? So there's no way that we can't have bleachers filled at every single parade that we have. And my thing is the bleachers are up. We could extend the performances, we could extend the time because when people talk about Junkanoo being boring, what they really mean is we already been out here too long
Yeah.
for tonight.
Yeah.
That's all they mean,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Even though they know the parades take an extended period of time, they don't budget that time in their minds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We have a comment here saying y'all said Junkanoo ain't safe. Well, we never said
I
Junkanoo.
never
Nobody-
said that.
nobody
I've
here said
never
Junkanoo ain't
had an
safe.
experience
We never had a bad
with Junkanoo.
experience. a lot of locals may have had bad experiences in the past
Mm-hmm.
that have influenced them today not to fill the bleachers. But when we talk about the visitors coming, there's nothing about the Junkanoo venue that in the last 5 years that's unsafe.
But not only that, based on what the commissioner of police would have said, they even made an adjustment,
Yeah.
and they had their officers working shifts, which means they would even be more alert
Right.
and more aware of what was
Yeah.
going on. And I heard a lot of people say that the perimeter was extended.
I love what you said just now. The officers working shifts. Maybe we should have some judges working shifts.
Well, I
Every
in
other
100.
group, you judge just, you know, that's a perfect example. You want to know who you
They
judging?
they tired
You let this one
by
off, you judge this one.
my
Off,
thing
on,
is
off, on.
if
You don't know who you judge.
one set of people judge the first lap, a fresh set of eyes judge the second lap.
What second lap? We just discussed. We just say there's no second lap.
But there's how much rushing though, so it's the
Yeah.
next lap, and then they make us feel like scores in for that. So new people
here's the
judge
crazy
that.
thing about us rushing the second lap. Junkanoo and Son, don't go.
Aw, mm.
Uh,
See, so that's so you supporting my suggestion for splitting A and B, because everyone would be in the dark during that time.
Yeah.
And then people, you could budget a certain
Don't forget,
amount
you
of
got a
time.
So the A will be the 10 o'clock parade and the B will be the 2 o'clock parade.
Both of them, no, different days, the same time. So just like how you could go out Friday night till 2 o'clock, and Saturday night till 3 o'clock,
Can't do that no.
people could do that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you still could get home at an early enough time, because we were able to get off Bay Street at a particular
Yeah,
time when it started earlier.
Okay, now we get into the chase of the matter. He said the reference to the Junkanoo not being safe was made on Jerome Sawyer's show. Which you
On
was
the
a part
record.
of, on
Yeah,
the record.
I never said that, and I also said on his show that I have never encountered that, and I have always felt safe, and I reiterated what I said
Especially in the
about
past
the
5
police
years.
officers.
That-
I
listen to me.
and I have yet to hear
when I
anybody
used to
telling
rush,
me.
we used to rush down Shirley Street with rock and bottle flying over our head. You don't have that no more. And this is, and
See,
I stopped rushing
and-
over 12 years easy.
I have yet to experience any form of violence as I'm in the area where Junkanoo artists are to perform. And I have not heard any stories from anyone that I know of any violent outbursts, personally.
Well, for sure, there's not been any violent outbursts on the main Bay Street thoroughfare where we're actually inviting these tourists
I
to come
don't
and
see
fill the
anything on
beaches.
Shirley Street
And
either. I have
Shirley-
never seen
Shirley
it.
Street is the sweetest rush.
I've never
Only you
seen
see,
it.
Only you see on Shirley Street people jump in the trees and start shaking it.
Yeah.
And recently the police been pulling Mr. Goodman, the police been pulling him out recently too. So they can't even shake in the
Goody
trees.
Gosling, Goody Gosling.
Yeah, well, hey, he's doing his job. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything they're doing for us.
Yeah, but
But we love Junkanoo, and it's evident by this conversation today that we all love Junkanoo. We all have a passion for Junkanoo,
And there are thousands of persons out there just like us. We sacrifice so much to get to Bay Street for what, 4 hours?
yeah.
actually, we broke
because
it,
I
we broke it down, we
understand
broke
that
it down
it
last
went,
night. It's
it
actually
went
like
down.
it's more like 90 minutes.
in
It's more
total.
like 90.
See?
It's not like 90 minutes. I mean,
It's,
how much prime time do you get in Russian Square? You get your little. Oh, move up.
no, I don't. They don't be talking to me. They don't man
You're in
me.
a different situation.
Yeah, they
versus
don't
other
man
groups.
me.
You, you got 2 seconds of prime time.
Yeah, but just give the people. Let's get back to the
the
festival.
festival.
Give the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
all the
The dates, the
information
time, the place.
before we head
And
out.
we encourage all artisans, and we had a discussion yesterday, and I love the discussion. We should record that discussion.
Yeah.
All Junkanooers are artists or musicians in their own right.
Yep.
Everybody who rings a cowbell, blows a horn, blows a conch shell, beats a drum is a musician.
Yep.
And I don't care what nobody say, but oh, you're out of tune, you're out of this, you're out of that. You're a part of one of the most powerful things in the world.
Yeah.
Secondly, everybody who take part in the costume, you might be the wire man, the tape up man, the paint man. As an artisan, you are creating art. And the thing about our art is we may create it for one day and it may break down in the next day. But that's the beauty of Junkanoo.
And then too, we tend to have people out there who try to make us feel guilty with what it is that we do as traditions with Junkanoo. I can't imagine performing in the same costume on Bay Street again. That's me. I can't imagine doing that. you know. So I'm not gonna allow somebody to try to talk to me to make me feel like something is wrong with that. No, this is the part of the tradition that
break
that
it down
we
to bring it
embrace.
new.
Exactly.
Junkanoo.
So I
Yeah.
but
So,
the festival again is the 23rd and the 24th of February
art.
at the Botanical Garden. The hours are 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're gonna have a Junkanoo art gallery. We're gonna have displays of various. Go ahead.
You're gonna have J&N?
Yes, we're gonna have J&N. Woohoo!
J&N
Right.
didn't even realize that yet, right? I just let them know. I put them notice.
Let the people know this is the entrance fee
It's
and the
$5.
cost.
It's $5 to get in.
Uh-huh.
Children and senior citizens is $2
Okay.
to get in. We're also gonna have the winners of our art competition on display there. We were running school art competition in
Okay.
partnership with the Royal Bahamas Police
Is that
Force.
Junkanoo art or just any type of
It's
art?
any type of art, but the
Okay.
Next
theme
year
for
gonna
that
be- next year
competition
gonna be
was
Junkanoo
We
art.
Live in Color.
Okay.
We don't wanna restrict budding artists
Well, we
to a
don't like-
particular
we-
medium.
We like to encourage them though.
Yeah,
We can encourage
because
them to
we
go
ask
medium.
them to live in color.
So next year let's ask them to use crepe paper.
We may have different categories,
And no
but,
uniform.
but just like how we don't want the general public who've been suggesting the one theme to restrict us, we don't want to restrict them.
So let them know where they
Yeah.
can find all the information.
Bahamas Junkanoo Art at gmail.com. You can send us an email, and we're
Facebook.
on Facebook at Bahamas Junkanoo Art and Music Festival, as well as on Instagram, or you can hit me up, Angelique Bahamian Culture,
Okay.
for any
I love your,
information.
I love
On
your
there-
name. She
on
got
there-
your behavior culture in her
And there's
name.
still
It's still
spots
time because
available to
the
get
the
booths.
deadline is the 26th of this month.
Okay.
Is the deadline for applications because we
When is the
need
deadline to pay?
the following week.
Okay.
You know.
Because we
You
need
gotta
we need
apply.
the applications in so that we can vet it,
Okay.
because we would not want to be a lot of the same thing
Our
repetitive.
application already in, okay?
And we need enough time to be able to get our information to the Royal Bahamas Police Force so we can get proper licenses so we won't be shut down. You know, goody damn don't play.
And
Yeah.
our application already in.
Yes,
okay?
yes,
Right.
yes,
It's-
yes,
It's gonna
yes.
pay, it's gonna pay.
Yeah, but it's been quite an interesting show today. Don't forget, still get time to go to National Art Gallery to check what Carlos Payne
It's up
exhibition.
5.
I think it's end at 5, so you get, like you say, all payments are free today, so you can go in there and see the whole exhibition, even the exhibition that stays on at the National Art Gallery.
Yes.
You'll be able to
It's
see
free
today.
today, yeah.
They're free, so you go down and check that out. And like you say, Angelique say you can check everything on the Facebook page, send an email in reference to the festival.
And you were asking about the international marketing. MCAN has shared our live video.
Okay.
And that's an organization that's responsible for 4 Caribbean carnivals in the
Okay.
East Midlands in the
So
UK.
you get MCAN,
Yes.
so you can stream our show at MCAN
Yes.
every week?
Yes. Yes.
Just asking.
Once they log on to your stuff, because these are some of the more the world knows about Junkanoo, the better it is for us. We are the best kept secret on the planet.
I can
And
believe
there's
that.
nothing else can compare to Junkanoo. One of the visitors was here, and he was saying how he's been to Carnival in Brazil.
Yeah.
He's been to Carnival in Canada. They've been all over the world to different carnivals, and there's nothing that can compare to Junkanoo. So we have the greatest show on earth.
I wish we could just get some documents of him saying that and actually telling our people
I
that.
think
'cause,
he's
you know,
recorded saying it.
Yeah, because I don't think we appreciate things enough.
I think it's because it's something that we see
And we
every
do it every
day.
day, and we just say, okay, that's
You
a
know,
Junkanoo.
yeah. But the pride with Bahamians and their love for Junkanoo, whenever they leave the country, and somebody asks, well, what do you have in the Bahamas? Junkanoo. Their pride for Junkanoo extends after they leave the island or the country.
That's good. So, Angelique, we just like to thank you for coming through and, how you
Thanks
do it
for
on the
my
regular.
current too.
Yeah,
For
party
blessings.
class, so she don't play your gas up. So, yeah, like you say, everybody stay in touch. We'll have more information. We'll let y'all know every week as the festival get closer. When we get more information, we'll be bringing it to you. So, like I said, it's been a nice show, informative show, and the carrying on. We about to blast off. We had to thank all our sponsors. They didn't thank our sponsors since we come on today, so that's a bad thing.
Hey,
We
Mr.
sponsor.
Producer. Sorry. Mr. Producer, can you get a shot of Auntie Shoes?
Yeah. We're sponsored.
And then let Daddy talk about the shot of Auntie Shoes. I want everybody to see these shoes.
We're sponsored today by Gas Up at Friends of Gus, where we're open now. We're screaming live as we're open. You can come here, watch the football games today. We ramming the place up today. You know, the Rams don't play. The Rams in the Saints game is currently on. You can come a little later and watch the Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs game.
You see why the show got short, eh?
Get bling up. So yeah, like I say, Gas Up open on a regular from 6:30 until you can come get your head bang off with the bestest mixed drinks, the hottest, bestest wings, and all the good stuff we get here. You come here and enjoy the show. We're also sponsored by Party Crashers, the best mixed drinks in the world. You see how the thing goes. All colors, all shapes, all sizes, all flavors. You know how the thing goes. We're also sponsored by Nettie Live Productions. That's who bring us live stream every week. Coming soon. Coming very soon. In high def. Boxing in New Year's Day, Junkanoo. Stay tuned. Get your bob right.
Excited.
Get your bob right. On the cash only. Don't come with ya. No, Lemmy and Barrio and Lemmy and Kimmy.
Let me get a coffee.
And credit, no soldier man. Come with your bob in your pocket. No long talk. You're also sponsored by Junkanoo Bar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Junkanoo Bar, so you can come by Junkanoo Bar and get yourself lined up. You can get lined up with all the latest pictures online.
Listen to me. Junkanoo Bar, JNN, we all got some big announcements coming up. Relocation for some of us.
Yep.
New locations for others of us. New alliances for the rest of us. And the bottom line is this: we all love Junkanoo. That's why we come and do this every Sunday. People don't realize many sacrifices.
Yep.
Many sacrifices just to come here and sit down and enjoy. Not even enjoy, because we enjoy doing it, but we love Junkanoo so much. That's why we're here.
Yep.
Angelique, your plugs. You have multiple organizations.
Well, the Junkanoo Commandos, the Cacique Award-winning Junkanoo Commandos. Yes, that's my baby.
Award, didn't you?
We won an award within the Black community for doing positive things within the Black community from Cordell, Georgia.
Okay. I gotta shoot for all those high accolades.
Yeah. We've traveled to over 34 cities globally, and we have a lot of things on our agenda for this year. And whatever we do in the Junkanoo Commandos is done for Junkanoo on a whole, because when they see Junkanoo and they see Bahamas, and I must say that our brand is international and very well known, especially in the UK and in certain parts of Europe. But we take the true creative arts of Junkanoo. We don't shortchange anything. And oftentimes we also carry our pop-up shack so people can have a better appreciation prior to our performances as well. And then the Bahamas Junkanoo Art and Music Festival, another one of my babies, like the Junkanoo Commandos. We just want to continue to take Junkanoo to the world, and with the festival to bring the world to Junkanoo. Yeah.
I think this is the golden opportunity for everybody. Please take advantage of it. Because, how many times if someone come to you and say, all you have to do is just sign up, bring what you got to bring, you can make some money.
Exactly.
Not often.
On that note, that will come to end. No long talk.
That's long
So on behalf of myself, a.k.a. Top Class, my producer, Mr. Silence,
Paparazzi,
Angelique,
we have just brought you exciting and a spectacular double rock session. We see you next week, same time, same place, with another exciting rock session. On that note, like I say, we live. You can come here at Gas Up at Friends of Gus and rock yourself up. See you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers. By the glass empty, by the show really been long.
I had recharge mine.
So right on. With another exciting rock session. On that note, rock yourself up.
Nedlet Productions.